Grab your popcorn and your friend's password to the streaming service, letting the worst be heard from so bad it's good to so bad it's just bad. Tragedies on screen. Watching the worst movies you've ever seen. We are from the Tragedies on Screen podcast. It is a podcast where we watch terrible, outright garbage movies, and then we talk about them on our podcast. Each week, a new movie is selected at random to watch, and then everyone can watch it along with us, and then talk about it on our Facebook page, Tragedies on Screen, our Instagram page, also Tragedies on Screen, and now our YouTube channel, which is also Tragedies on Screen. Also, we have a Discord page, and if you're following along with the theme, that is also Tragedies on Screen. So come join us in any one of those areas to talk about the movie of the week, to send us your thoughts on what movies we should add to our ever-growing list of terrible movies, or to tell us what you think of our podcast. So, this is our very first episode of Tragedies on Screen First Look, where we're going to watch a trailer for one of our bad movies of the week for the first time, and then show our reaction as we're watching it, and then me and Jess will talk about, our reaction to the trailer, what we think the movie's going to be about, and generally our predictions and thoughts about the trailer and the movie itself. So, without further delay, here is the trailer for this week's movie, Grizzly II Electric Boogaloo. I'm sorry, a Grizzly II Revenge.
Dun, dun, dun.
I have never heard of this company.
Oh my god, they're so bad.
What happened now?
Grizzly killed again. 3 kids this time.
I don't want a cloud of fear on this concert. Now you get that music and get it now.
Oh my
This
god.
grizzly's claw marks reach 18 feet off the ground.
Dude, it's got like
18 feet.
27 inches the rear pads, 18 inches the fore. On firm soil, 3 inches deep.
It's not. Oh my god.
It's very bad.
It's very bad.
You got the devil there.
The devil is there.
Oh, they're not kidding about the concert.
Nope.
Come on, you son of a bitch!
He's got war paint on. Is that the bear?
I think so.
Coming 2020. Okay. Grizzly2revenge.com. Yes. Everyone should go there.
Is that literally the trailer?
Everyone should go there. Everyone should go to that website
Legit though.
to talk about Grizzly 2.
Oh, what's happening? Oh
Got reset, but wow. That bear looked awful.
no. Yeah, I mean, if you don't know, you probably could tell, seeing how young Charlie Sheen is in the movie, and George Clooney. We saw a little bit of them in the trailer.
Right.
This was recorded forever ago. What did you say? 1980
Yeah, it was
something?
filmed in 1983, and then as you can see in the trailer, it wasn't released until 2020. We'll go into that some more in the podcast in the background section, but I mean, for obvious reasons, they decided never to release this movie in 1983. I mean, did you see the bear?
I mean, I'm trying to think. In the 80s, I guess.
In the
like,
80s, we had the Ninja Turtles movie, and those Ninja Turtles looked awesome.
I never saw that movie.
Yeah, they were Muppets. They were like people in costume, but it was pretty sweet. But we also had Jaws in the 80s, and Jaws was legit.
That's true. That's true.
It's not hard to make a decent-looking bear.
I guess when you're going for an 18-foot bear.
Yeah, I guess that's true, but
that makes it more difficult.
That was really bad.
Yeah, that didn't look good, and I love the guy that was like, they're just like looking at each other, looking. That's bad. It's like evil bear.
And the bear attacks a concert. Maybe it's a Nickelback concert. Maybe the bear just had enough.
I definitely think it wasn't Nickelback. Did you see that shiny spandex?
Yeah.
I have no idea who that. I bet it's someone famous. I bet it was someone in the 80s.
I don't think they paid to get anybody actually famous in this movie.
Oh, shoot.
I don't think they could. They couldn't pay to get a bear.
That's true. So I guess we'll find out. We'll definitely read the backstory to all of this stuff for our podcast episode.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm like somewhat, like a little bit excited to watch it because obviously it's so bad right now that maybe it is so bad it's good. And will be hilarious.
It would be our first so bad it's good movie on the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. So, babe, what do you think?
Oh, God, it looks so bad. I really hope it's so bad it's good, because if it's not so bad it's good, then this might be the worst movie we've seen on the podcast so far.
Which would say a lot, because Catwoman...
It would replace Catwoman.
Was really bad.
Catwoman is currently the worst movie we've seen on the podcast. So if you want to see the movies we've seen on the podcast, go to Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts, look through our episodes, and you can see the 4 so far movies we've seen. And yeah, so far, just from the trailer, this looks worse.
This looks pretty bad. Bad.
I agree. I mean, I just can't get over that bear. And they didn't even show the whole bear. They showed it from behind, and it literally looked like a stuffed toy. Like when the guy had that chain and he was fighting
the rope?
Yeah, and he was fighting the bear. He was barely acting, and he was standing right in front of it, and you hear bear noises, but the bear isn't moving, and it looks like there's a big plush in front of him.
A big plush. It just looks like a wall.
Bad. Yeah,
of fuzz.
Yeah, a hairy wall.
A hairy wall.
Bad movie. Bad trailer.
So yeah, listen to our podcast when it's up. We usually have it up by Sunday or Monday. We'll get into a better schedule once we figure out our schedules. But yeah, so definitely look out for that and listen to that and watch the movie and let us know what you think.
Yeah, watch along with us and send us your thoughts at Instagram, Facebook, drop a comment below here on YouTube, or come to our Discord server and talk with other like-minded fans of the Tragedies on Screen podcast. Again, I'm Mike, and this is Jesse. And grab your popcorn and watch Grizzly II: Revenge.
Electric Boogaloo.